All right, we are now being joined by Corey Anderson. We'll begin with a few questions here in the room.
Well, Corey, congratulations on the very fast, very dominant victory. What are your initial thoughts after putting away the hometown favorite in such violent fashion?
Just another day at the office. I'm used to being the not fan favorite, so I enjoy coming here and shushing the crowd. That's my thing now. Knock them out, finish them. I said it all week. I'm gonna go out here, get the finish, and just stand up and watch the crowd have a long face. It was really long.
Did you? It was pretty loud after you won, and not a lot of it was positive words aimed your way. Did you hear a lot of what they were saying out there?
We heard them all. The one we heard that we loved was like, "You're still a fucking bum." And I was like, "Okay, so what does it say about your man?" It's like, I think I said, Ryan's my man. He's my friend. No offense there, but you know, the fans, sometimes you gotta think, if I'm a bum, I just did that to him in 50 seconds. So, but you know, you're hurting his feelings even more.
Sure.
So.
And that combo that dropped in, was that something you knew you could take advantage of, or you just see the opening in the moment?
Oh, 100%. My coach called it off the first jab. First jab we threw, my coach called us. We worked it all camp. I knew from when I sparred with him, he had a decent jab, but he doesn't step. The thing about boxing, when you're going to throw a jab, you got to bring your foot with it. If not, you happen to lean, and the hand comes to your hip, and it comes up. And once he did it, we saw he never corrected it. First punch, I saw it. My coach saw it. He started screaming the combo and landed.
Do you think it could have stopped sooner? Like, you were on top for a while down there.
I actually think I could have finished him on the feet sooner when I threw that combo and pushed him against the cage. I was supposed to go double jab, then under his punch and hit him on the chin, but instead I just decided to hit him in the belly and let him know, knock some wind out of him.
And then, of course, this being a tournament, you know who you're going to fight next. Vadim Nemkov just defended his title. What did you make of his performance? And while you were sitting there, cage side, did you see a lot of holes in his game that you knew you could take advantage of?
I mean, he was like a hot pocket. You know, you put it in the fridge or in the microwave and come out hot at first, you know. Then after it cools down, you just eat it up. I feel the same way. Come out hot, but he got about 2-3 minutes, and with the way I move, I'm about to eat that ass up.
And I guess
Pause. No homo.
I guess the follow-up question to that would be, you know, how quickly are you hoping to get back in there? Is this something that you want to take some time off, or do you just want to close this tournament out?
I mean, I would like to say, I would love to get the tournament going again, but with the way the tournament was supposed to go, we're supposed to be fighting in April, then July, and October. I never stopped training, so my family hasn't been on vacation. My wife hasn't seen her family. Both grandmothers died, you know, so I want to get some time to get back so we can see the family, spend time back in the hometown, and relax, you know. So I'm not in training camp, so my wife can visit all her family. I can visit my family, my friends, sponsors, supporters, and then hopefully get back in there next year.
Some hunting trips scheduled
Yeah,
yet?
of course. I mean, if I had brought my bow, I would have went from here. But it's a vacation for 3-4 days with the family. Then I go back. I got a couple hunting trips planned. Outdoors at Overtime. If y'all ain't following yet, you know, follow it on Instagram and on YouTube. That's my hunting channel. So we making big moves.
Thank you.
Corey, with the performance that Nemkov had, you know, very wrestling heavy after getting dropped, seeing that, and I'm sure you're going to be confident going in anyways with what you've been able to do, but does that make you a little more confident being like, I know I can wrestle as well, and now you look like a striker out there?
Oh, I know I can out-wrestle anybody. I done said it a million times. I am the best 205 wrestler out there. You know, I had my hiccups in the past. Yes, I was young, you know, wasn't as confident, but now I have that confidence. I know nobody can out-wrestle me. I don't care who you put up against me. Like I said, I had the confidence. This camp, I was training with Jaden Cox, who's an Olympic champion. I drove an hour just to go wrestle with him. That's how my confidence was. He tossed my salad, you know what I mean? But I was confident enough, I'm going to go up there and take this guy down because I know how good I can be. And that's just how I feel with everybody now, especially in MMA.
Can you beat Clubber Lane?
Who is Clubber Lane? Clubber Lane don't want no smoke. I want Triple C.
Congrats, Corey.
Thank you.
Hi, Corey. Congrats on the win. There's another light heavyweight title fight on the horizon this October. You know, there's names that you've beat before: Jan Blachowicz, Glover Teixeira. What's your Mystic Mac prediction for how that fight goes?
I think Glover's going to get it. You know,
He's the world champion. Corey's the world champion.
Yeah, Jan has the Polish power, but that's about it. You know, he caught me with the Polish power, but in the first round, you see after he messed with the Polish power, he gassed himself out, just like Nemkov. Come out hot, but once you cool him down, it's easy to take over. As for Glover, when I fought him all 3 rounds, I was dominating, but the whole time, as you look at the fight, look back, he finished on top, ground and pound, and trying to get the finish of the last bell. And if he does that like he did with everybody else, Anthony Smith, they get their teeth knocked out, whatever, he's going to keep going till the fight is over.
How are you going to celebrate tonight?
But we about to go grab some burritos, some beers, some drinks. You know, I'm a family man, so I can't go to the club no more. You know, these hoes be out here thirst trapping, so I gotta stay away from that. Excuse my language, but I gotta go to a family-oriented place. We're gonna sit down, have a meal, couple brews, and get home before 1.
Building off the question about Jan versus Glover, I mean, there's always debate on the Bellator champions, how they would stack up. Do you feel like if you go out there and you defeat Vadim Nemkov next, that there's any doubt, having beaten those two guys, that you're the best light heavyweight in the world?
I already know I'm the best light heavyweight in the world. I already know the night I fought Jan, it was a hiccup in my own shield. You know, I went out there. Now I'm not gonna say I underestimated him, but I looked past him. You know, I was thinking, I whooped the shit out of this dude once, I'm gonna do it again. But I should have went out there and took. I should have went one fight at a time. Like I've been saying in interviews all week, I learned my lesson. Now I'm always worried about the moment now. I'm not worried about what's next. We're looking past anybody, anything, any moment. And I know I can dominate Jan again. I know I can do the same thing I did in 2015 when I only had 6, 7 fights under my belt. Now, even better with 21, 22.
Corey, one more over here. Bader also has another belt at heavyweight. If say you beat Vadim, I can already see you. You want to go up there, and I know there's an interim champion up there too, but Bader still has the undisputed title. I see you smiling. Do you want to go up and get a second belt?
Oh, I want 2 belts too. I want to be a champ like my boy DC and Triple C. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that. I want all gold everything.
All right, we'll take 1 or 2 more here. Kobe?
Corey, awesome performance, just amazing. How good does it feel to get it over with that quickly?
I mean, it feels great. We don't get paid by the hour. You know, they call me overtime, but I'd rather not have to clock in. So it feels good.
Looking fly, looking like a winner. Are you excited to go in as the underdog? But maybe in this case, you may have the crowd behind you.
I just love being an underdog, period. I always just see myself as the underdog. Like I always said, I feel I'm never the crowd favorite. So I go into every camp with just that mindset. Kind of like I got a chip on my shoulder at all times. It just makes me train that much harder, you know, bringing the toughest guys to try to beat me up, push me harder. So I know when I get into this cage, you know, no matter if they booing or cheering for me, I'm going to go out there and put on the performance of my life.
Last one here, James.
Hello, James.
James, you there?
I think we lost James.
Moving on here. Ronald, last one.
This is Ronald E. Smith from Game Real. Congratulations, Corey. You brought up before how you bet on yourself the moment after you chose to leave the UFC. Now Bellator, 3-0. So many fighters think the way you think. What message do you have for them when they're trying to decide to make those steps in their careers?
I'm going to need you to say it again. You kind of, I don't know if it was you spoke it wrong or cut out, but I kind of got lost. Do that one more time, please.
No,
Sorry.
no problem. No problem. I just wanted you to send a message to fighters who are like you. When you took the step for yourself to bet on yourself and decided to go to Bellator, now 3-0,
Okay.
what message do you have for them to go make that step?
I mean, it's like my man Fran Van Fleet say, bet on yourself, you know. Toronto Raptors, that's my boy from the hometown. That's the same thing. It came to a point, thanks to my manager, Ali, because I remember when it was going through it, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I was in kind of like a middle ground. You know, I knew it would be a tough road back to the UFC belt, and I know I could beat anybody there, but I knew I had already burned a lot of bridges in that relationship there, and it was like, is it worth staying here? But you just gotta have faith in yourself. You gotta know your worth. That's one thing somebody's always told me. First person told me that when I first went to Jersey to train, one of my first training camps, David Branch told me in the locker room. So I'm not fighting for the money. I just love fighting. I want to be the best. He said, bro, don't ever say it again. Like, your body is the business. You don't let anybody beat you up and take advantage of you for nothing. Like, you gotta take care of yourself. Corey gotta be taken care of. And now, 32 years old, I know this. I know my worth. At the time, I wasn't quite sure. When I decided to leave, I wasn't quite sure what was next because I didn't know my worth exactly. I didn't know how much my value would be. It was just throw the rock in the air and see where it falls. I was kind of scared, you know, to be honest. You didn't know what kind of deal you was going to get. And then it worked out where I got a great deal and a great opportunity to come to a great family, a great promotion, and everybody here has just been amazing to work with. The tournament style is awesome. All the employees, President, Mike Hogan, everybody I talk to on the phone, emails are just so easy to deal with. So if you're not happy, just like anything, if you're not happy in life or where you are, a job, whatever it is, quit and take that leap. Take that leap of faith. You just gotta take that leap of faith. You might fall on your face, but hopefully you got somebody to help you get you up. If not, dust yourself off and try it again.
Just real quick, Corey. In Bellator now, 3 for 3, 3 finishes, and all of them have been dominant. What's changed for you just in that regard, just finishing these fights and doing it the way you're doing it?
I'm happy now, man. That's the big thing. You know, they always say a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. I'm happy. Not just with everything Bellator has done, but just my life in a whole has changed. You know, I'm a father now. I got 2 beautiful kids. I love my kids. I got the hunting show. I love I don't work at all. I wake up and live the dream day by day. I wake up and go to the gym. I get out of the gym and go to the woods. I come home and hang out with my kids, hang with my wife, go shoot my bow, whatever. So everything I do in life, I'm happy. I'm not fighting with a promotion anymore. That was the thing I dealt with too. I was always trying to argue my point on Twitter or Instagram, trying to get something out there, and it kind of backfired on me. You know, like I said, I was burning bridges. I was shooting myself in the foot every time. And now I'm just to the point where I don't have to do that anymore. I talked to Scott Coker after we signed the contract. He said, you come over here, you do what you do, you win, we move forward. And now, thankfully, we in this tournament, so it really doesn't matter. But with that was a burden off my back. I remember everybody, oh, Corey's got this pressure. Corey's got so much pressure, blah, blah, blah. And even my wife thought I had pressure. I told her, like, you don't understand, babe. Like, it was tough for me in the UFC. Not like the competition was tough. Like, yeah, it's tough, but it was more mental than anything because it was always a battle. If I go out here and beat this guy, like you look at who I beat there, I beat the number 3, the number 4, the number 9, number 10. They always put me back in the rankings after the win. They finally moved me up after I knocked out an unranked guy. So it was like a battle. I was always fighting. Like I wasn't just fighting in the cage, but I was fighting at home with the promotion and the fans. And I come here and I don't have to fight anymore. I only got one fight to worry about, and I can just worry about my family. And I wake up every day, take that deep breath of fresh air, get out to bed, take my dog outside, whatever it is, and just start my day with a smile on my face. And I go to bed with a smile on my face, and I just love life and just enjoy being here.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Corey. Appreciate it.